Hello everyone, we are back and about ready to start our next showcase here as part of the Toad block on the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase. In a few moments, ilikebeingsmart is going to speedrun Wario's Woods. Take it away.
So that's 3, 2, 1, and count to just do a short count to 5 for that transition, please.
Hello, my name is ilikebeingsmart. People also know me as Nicole in the community. This is my favorite game and my favorite speedrun, and I am very excited to show this off to you today. Critique is my co-commentator for the day, and I am going to have her read some of the lore of the game while I kind of settle in, because this first opponent can troll a little bit. The other thing I want to say before I start is I have little donation incentives for myself. I will be donating $20 regardless, but if somehow I end up getting under 40 minutes, which, as you see, will be very difficult, I will double that and donate 40. So that is my plan. I will do my best. Getting sub 40 is very hard, but if I can do it, I think the marathon deserves every penny that they are getting. So with that being said, I will count down and get this thing started in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Alright everyone, I'm Quartz, this is Wario's Woods, and let me tell you about the story. The peaceful woods was once a friendly home of sprites and other gentle forest creatures. Wario and his band of monsters invaded, though, and spoiled the serenity of the woods. The quiet woodlands community has now been turned upside down by these horrifying events. Wario now named the woods after himself, and the peaceful creatures are not welcome. Toad, the Mushroom Kingdom hero, has decided to travel to Wario's Woods and put an end to Wario's evil reign of terror. Toad knows that, with the sprite's help, he will be able to rid the forest of Mario's twisted nemesis? Thankfully, the sprites are able to create bombs. It's Toad's job to line up the bombs with the enemies of the woods and thus defeating those evil creatures. By clearing more and more of the woods, Toad steps ever closer to the ultimate challenge, facing Wario. It's interesting. I thought Bowser was Mario's nemesis, not Wario.
I don't know, man. Thank you so much for setting up the lore and allowing this lovely little boo over here not to troll. So, if you've never seen this game before, you might be thinking, what in the world is going on? And quite frankly, I don't blame you. I am not attempting to insult your intelligence by any stretch, because I'm sure if you are watching this fantastic marathon, you all are very smart in your own right, but it's a kind of complicated video game. So let me finish up this stage here real quick, and then I will explain to you the mechanics and how I play this as a speedrun. So, at its core, this is a match. Come on, my dude. I'm trying to explain the mechanics. At its core, this is a match 3 game. So what you need is you need at least 2 of these monsters and 1 bomb. And with a bomb is how you explode the monsters. Ideally, you do not want to just clear 3, as in many other puzzle games of this type. If you've ever seen Tetris Attack or Pokemon Puzzle League or Panel to Pawn, you want to clear more. So if you clear 4 or more, you get bonus effects. And so the way the speedrun works is you want to, as quickly as possible at the beginning of the round, you want to clear 5 or more monsters and or bombs. So ideally, you'll have 4 monsters and 1 bomb in there. That's the quickest way to go about it. When you clear 5 in a row, you get something called a diamond, which I will show here. When you clear said diamond, It will do 3. Lovely. Accidental clears happen a lot. It's fine. We're fine. When you clear a diamond, it has 3 functions. So it will get rid of all the same colored monsters on your screen. Secondly, it will take all the bombs on the opponent's screen and turn them into monsters, thus giving you more time. And third, if your screen is lowered for whatever reason, it will also give you an opportunity to have the screen clear. How you lower the screen, like it is over the thwomp on Aqualea's side there, that is the name of the mermaid for this level, is you clear 4 or more. So the 2 ways you can win a round are you can either clear all your monsters before Aqualea in this case clears her monsters, or you can crush the opponent's side by getting 4, 5, 6 in a row and essentially crushing them so they can't do anything else. Okay. So far so good? Cool. So far so good? Critique? I
thought they were our friends. Are they the monsters in the story?
So
the other side?
So I think the lore is that, like, Wario turned all these guys, they used to be friends, and he turned them all into monsters. Okay. So somehow exploding the monsters makes... that I'm not sure about. I don't quite understand, but... as you know, Wario's canon. We call Wario a jerk, and but we'll see later why he's a jerk. Quickly, okay. So basic mechanics, cool. So why is this called expert mode? You might be asking. Great question. I will answer that for you. So the reason this is called expert mode is will be better demonstrated once I crush Aqualea there, and we are on to stage 3. They also have fantastic dialogue, by the way. I'll just throw this out there as having faith that I will do you try to clear your screen? Or do you try to fill mine? Oh, good point. I will bring that up in just a sec. You make a fantastic point there. So the reason this is called expert mode is because you start with more monsters than your opponent does. In normal mode, you both start with the same pattern at the beginning. So it makes it super simple because you start with the pattern, they start with the pattern, and you're working from a level playing field. As the mode goes on, we call this the cheat mode, because as it goes on, you get gradually more and more monsters to start, and your opponent gradually gets less and less monsters to start. To where, by the time we get towards the last couple of stages, I can be completely stuck to the top of the screen, and Wario will have 3 rows. And somehow you still have to win. Cool. This is why this game is incredibly exciting. This is why I very much encourage hype and excitement in the chat, because it can get scary. I was doing practice runs a couple of days ago, and there were stages, or I think we call them rounds. I don't know. I get confused with the terminology. But there were rounds where I was literally losing or winning by literal frames. And sometimes I can talk pretty freely in these early stages, but there are times later where I will just stop talking because I need to focus and get out of the mess I got myself into, or get out of the mess that the computer has gotten me into. Okay. So now... I thought that was going to be... Okay. Other mechanics...
earlier...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Earlier you were telling me about the RNG of the game and how you can't leave it running on the title screen for some reason. Do you mind explaining that?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to. So, the interesting thing about this game is you see those bombs dropping at the top of the screen. Yes, okay. That little bat monster guy at the top, just real quick, he will drop monsters and bombs instead of just dropping bombs. So ideally, you want to get the stages done before he starts dropping monsters, because obviously that delays your finish. So I actually that was a really good finish there. So yeah, so the game, so this game was played at I can't remember which GDQ it was. This was performed at a GDQ, and if my voice sounds familiar, perhaps my name sounds familiar, if you've ever seen this game before, I was the one on the couch talking about the lists. So at the time when this game was at GDQ... Oh, what's up? Oh. What? Server deafened? What's happening?
Server deafened means she can't hear. Okay. Great. Okay.
Do I need to
So
pause?
we're having some tech issues. Please pause.
Yes.
Now. So we'd just like you to stop streaming to Discord real quick.
Okay. Okay, I stopped streaming.
All right.
Okay, I stopped streaming.
All right. Thank you so much, and the run can continue. Thank you, everyone, for your patience.
Okay, are we good to go or to continue?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, that's fine.
We will see. Yes.
Okay. All right. Where was I? Ah, yes, the history of the lists. Okay, so we discovered right a little bit before the GDQ run that there was RNG manipulation in this game. And so, okay, hold on. I should probably, there's so much to talk about. Okay, so there are also chains in this game. So when you do a chain, it sends a solid row of monsters to the other side. That is another way to add to the complexity of finishing earlier. So that's what chains do. Can I set one up? No, I don't think I can set one up. Oh, well, I went to monster mode. We'll set up a chain another time. I like trying to do demonstrations of how things work in the middle of the game, but it doesn't always work. So there are some fascinating RNG things that happen. So the bombs that you see falling from the top of the screen, at the beginning here, will fall in the same order every time. I can't do it on the gray pattern. I'll predict the bombs on the next pattern when it's not a gray pattern. The gray pattern makes everything more confusing. Though technically it should be green-red. No. Yeah, I'll just wait. So if you play the same seed long enough, you can... there's your chain. It says cool. There's the stuff on the other side. It can backfire later, but for right now, chains are fine. So in certain situations, I can predict what bombs are falling from the top of the screen at the beginning of the round. The advantage of this is that I can set up particular diamond patterns sooner or later, depending on what color I know is going to drop. So let's just take this. All right. So it should be yellow cyan. Okay. That's not on my list. That's fine. So I wrote down a couple of the patterns in an attempt to do it, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Where's my green bomb? Where's my green bomb? Because my green bomb should be here somewhere. No? Okay. Well, cool story game. Thanks for showing me up. But yeah, at some point, let's say a comfortable, say, 30% of the time, at least, I'm able to know what bombs are coming when. It does come a little, to be fair, it does come a little bit later. There's a certain set of stages where eventually there are expert patterns that happen. So all of these initial, oh yeah, so the patterns repeat too, depending on the opponent you're facing. So I've seen many of these patterns, so I know many of the setups at the beginning of the patterns. I am relatively familiar with this bomb seed, so in certain circumstances, I can match up the... Oh, I'm gonna lose. This is just expert sometimes, man. There's not a lot you can do. Let's see if I can save it. As long as he has 2 colors and I can get off a diamond here, I should be fine. Oh, nope, he's down to 1 color. This is unfortunate. Let's see if I can... I don't think I can save it. No, that... Oh! Because it was a chain. Okay, I'm good. Okay. That gets a little tense. So yeah, so...
Wow. That was really close.
Yeah. That's early game scary. It'll get worse. It'll get way worse. So basically what I'm doing in regards to the RNG is I'm kind of keeping a constant in my head as I see bombs dropping. I'm kind of keeping like a little not tally, how would I put it? Keeping like kind of a... Okay, if you think about it like Tetris. Here we go. If you think about it like Tetris, you know how in Tetris, there's like the thing on the side where it shows you what pieces are going to happen next? So basically what I'm constantly doing in this game is I have that little thing in my head where the pieces are going to be next, and so I'm trying to keep in my head the highest probability of what bomb will show up next. Get wrecked, nerd! Get out of here. Oh, I love when that happens. Oh, that was so cool. It was so cool. So yeah, what I'm basically doing is I'm constantly trying to figure out what bomb is coming next, so I can better predict how to set up my board to clear it as fast as possible. So when these lists came out, I was able to kind of figure out like what bomb patterns were going to show up and in what order, and then over time I'm able to tell like, okay, if I see like a yellow bomb, it's most likely going to be blue or cyan next, and then if I see a blue bomb, that's normally a transition bomb, so then like if I see green, it's going to be white most likely, and like that kind of... So that's constantly what's going through my mind. But you don't want to hear any of that, of course, because it's you know, well, it's being in people's brains, which can be a bit awkward at times to begin with, but also, you know, that doesn't make very interesting commentary. Okay, that's basically the history of RNG in the speedrun. Alright, okay, I think I got it. So this is going to be yellow, cyan, green, red. Green, red. Cool! So we did the thing.
The game was waiting. It wanted to give you a chance. It wanted to get all the tech issues out of the way, and then you could do it and go off.
Yes. So that's me showing off for no good reason. I'm sorry, I'm flexing. My friends told me it was kind of okay to flex with this game sometimes because I was so good at it. Oh, here's another flex. So sometimes if you can crawl up these, you climb up these walls, right? And I should not be doing this at all. This is literally, I should not be doing this. You can kind of flip it to the other side and get yourself a free chain. And then look what happens on the other side. So not only are you lowering the stack, you're also giving him more to work with, which means I have more time to clear. So, again, do not do this at home. If you do decide to play this game, don't start with expert. Don't even start with normal. Start with the tutorial, because this game actually has a fantastic tutorial with it. Where it'll tell you what buttons to press versus off what control scheme you use, and it tells you, like, it gives you a lot of fantastic information. Ah, okay. That's fine. I can make the diamond over here. So yeah, do the tutorial. Do the tutorial and then do round game. And after you feel really good on round game, do time attack mode. And then after you feel good on time attack mode, then go to the versus computer. Because there are lots of things going on. So you can pick up a single monster. You can pick up an entire column of monsters. You can use down or up or X to go to the top of a column. And then somehow you have to do all of that in a certain way to make the game look playable efficiently.
Might now be a good time for me to cut into the donation.
That would be fantastic. We are
Awesome.
we're getting, oh, I should have done Sarissa's text. But yes, you can absolutely do a donation.
Okay, great. We got a donation from Taco Von Dutch, who donated $200.
Wow.
Actually putting us at $1,130 raised, which means we broke our $1,000 goal that we had set earlier today.
Wow.
Which is amazing. But there's a message here. It says, great event, great charity, and great people. Thank you to all the runners and volunteers, and best of luck with the remaining runs. Thank you so much,
Wow.
Taco Von Dutch.
That's so cool. Oh, awesome.
It's always nice to see the absolute insane, like, just out-of-the-wall amounts of generosity that, like, happen during speedrun marathons and just marathons in general. So thank you for that amazing donation.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I have gotten through a good chunk of my spiel here. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, you know, one thing I haven't done is I haven't done a breakfast yet. I think I can set this up. Let me see. Let me set this up. Again, do not try this at home. These are things you should not be doing in the middle of an expert run just to demonstrate a principle, because you will lose, and you will lose quickly. Okay, so you see these little red guys here? There's the 2 and the 2. So if you clear that, then an egg shows up on the other side of the screen. It kind of sounds like they're saying breakfast, which is why we call it a breakfast. Now, if it's on your side of the screen, okay, I'm just going to wait. So if it's on your side of the screen, the objective is to hatch it as quickly as possible. You literally just drop everything you're doing to hatch the egg. Because as you can see, if it does hatch, then one full row of monsters drops from the top of the screen. Again, giving them more to work with, giving you less to work with, and thus giving you a chance to win that particular round. So that is like a breakfast, or like kind of like Okay, game. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Oh, this is fine. I'm fine. But yeah, so that's a breakfast. It's kind of like an L, like a, I don't know, if you play like Puyo Puyo, like how you do like all the 5 L stuff, it's kind of like that vibe, if you can set that up. Alright, what else? This is monster mode. He drops monsters and bombs, and he drops monsters more frequently than bombs. If you wonder, should I wait for a certain bomb or a certain color? Unless it is the beginning of the seed, and you know what the seed oh, I got greedy. I got greedy there. Okay, I should have just gotten the diamond, and, but I was too busy babbling. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine, Sarissa. You do you. Oof. I need to pay a little bit more attention, I think. Oh. She just showed me up really bad. Did I mention don't try what I'm doing at home?
Is the speed of the bombs and monsters being dropped speeding up on your side?
Yes. Yeah, and I
think... Is it speeding up?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No. Yeah, so it speeds up as it goes on my side. It does not speed up on their side. The The way you get to monster mode, by the way, is if you see kind of above the stars there are those bars that are slowly going up. Once that hits the top, that is what switches modes. So right now we are in monster mode. Once that gets to the complete top, it will go back to bomb mode. The only way to decrease that time in bomb mode or increase that time in monster mode is to get a chain. Uh-oh. 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 Nope. I'm not gonna get it. Okay. Alright. It's okay. This is actually... No, this isn't so okay, actually. This might be okay. This might be okay. Okay, this is fine now. Is it? Okay. I wasn't sure there for a sec. Though I've been told by my friend Six, who learned how to play this game, and actually got pretty good at it really quick, he told me that if I lose a couple times and if there's lots of drama, that might not be so bad for the run. So, yeah. So if that bar goes all the way up, it switches modes. The only way it can go down is if you get a chain. So getting 4 or 5 in a row will not do it. And ideally, you do want to lace chains in there. However, it's still like, I don't know, like it does backfire a little as the stages go on. So you do want to get a chain to get more time for bombs so you can clear the stage faster. But if you get a chain and you give them monsters, that gives them more of a chance to use that ammo against you. However, this is way high-level meta stuff that if you ever decide to play this game, just don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is... Okay, so as you can see, right, there's 4 rows over there, there's lots of rows over here, the bombs are dropping faster, the timer is going faster. Yeah, so I've done talked a lot, so, Crime, if there's anything you want to plug at this point, or marathon stuff you want to do, just so I can get through this a little bit, that would be great.
Absolutely, absolutely. So everyone, we have a few incentives open at the moment. We are trying to, there's actually a bid war. There's, well, there's two bid wars open and 1 major incentive. The incentive is to have a 30-person Royal Rumble in WWE 2K19. That is the final showcase of the event, so please make sure to contribute your donation towards that, and then also make a choice as to whether you want to choose the language in Say No More. And Gaelic is currently winning that, but I'm personally rooting for French. But also, there is the Zero Ranger bid war going on right now, and currently the color scheme that I wanted, Cool Day, is in the lead, but if you would like green or orange, or, you know, red and blue, please feel free to put your donation towards that. And it's ladyarcaders.com/donate to donate, or type !donate in the chat.
Yeah, if you have not seen Say No More, I got to see it while I was tech checking Happy Bear. It is amazing. That game is about setting boundaries and how people talk to you and how you establish yourself. It's very interesting, and I'm so looking forward to that game.
Is he? This orange fuzzball. No, and blue is not even going to come quick either. I can't even set that up. Oh, that's so annoying. I had this 5 here. And I knew with the seed it wasn't going to happen. Oh, dear. Okay.
It's really interesting that Toad himself takes up a block, and he can pick up the bombs, and even if it's a point
Red, white,
above
pink.
a diagonally, he can hold it and activate a chain.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a puzzle game quite like this.
Yeah. No, it's super cool. It's very... Yeah, it's very unique. Like I said, it gets... Like I was saying at the beginning, I can do a lot of this weird stuff, but it gets a lot harder as it goes on. and I'm not saying that to build up drama, you can literally just see it is getting harder, which is why I love this mode, because as you go on, there's... Oh, I didn't even get any of the cool patterns either. Man, I haven't been getting any of my favorite patterns in Expert for a while. Hopefully some will show up once we get to Castle. So this is the last stage before we go to the last 4 stages of the run, which we affectionately call Castle, and you will see why when we get there. I actually, when we were warming up, I actually purposefully stopped before Castle, just in case Critique and Crime have not seen the beautiful artwork. Just in case. We got one more stage, and then, or round or whatever, and then, okay. Oh, God bless, this is a good seed. Okay. Right, white, pink, blue, yellow, green, red. Except now it won't. Okay, which brings up another point. So once an entire color is cleared from the screen, that color will never come back. And then that also because that color never comes back, that also affects the bomb seed. Though I have not done enough research to be able to accurately figure out what color comes next after one color has completely disappeared. That would be like next level. Which is this game. I'm already doing so many. Okay, I don't want to make it sound like I'm bragging, but like I genuinely love this game, and I just loved how intricate it is. Okay, we're just gonna. So the final 4 monsters always win. They don't. Here's the beautiful artwork.
I love it.
That is so good.
Yes, this is why when we were practicing, I stopped before this because I wanted genuine reactions to this amazing.
It looks like I do quilting. It looks like somebody did a paper piecing like quilt project, and they didn't like use the correct color.
Yeah. Yeah. This is beautiful. Yes, so we call this Castle because the artwork, and when in my mind when I'm saying artwork, I'm using those like little like star emojis that people put around it. But yeah, so this is Castle. This is the last 4 stages. It gets more unfair. It gets so when you get to this point of the run, the preferred method to win is by crushing. Obviously, you're still going to try to clear the monsters as fast as you can. But the idea is to... Oh, hi. Hi, I'm all the way up there. Like I said, this gets really scary. Not for me. I'm used to the claustrophobia of it at this point. But if you've never seen it, it can be kind of spooky. So you want to do something called... color optimization at this point of the run. And basically what you're trying to do with all these bombs dropping in your face and all the eggs dropping in your face and the columns getting and blocking your way and all that stuff is you want to make sure when you get rid of a color, you get rid of it all at the same time. So sometimes when it gets faster, because the bombs will drop faster and the patterns actually will raise higher, so there will be less room. You thought there wasn't enough room there. It actually does get worse still. So you want to make sure you're getting rid of all of them at the same time. So like here, I'm clearing the bomb with the diamond, so there are no more anything. So if I decided for whatever reason to clear 2 monsters with the diamond and I left that white bomb on the field, that means more white bombs, and eventually when you get into monster mode in these later stages, white monsters are going to drop. And that makes it extremely difficult to just clear anything, really. Sometimes the bombs will drop so fast that you can't clear the color. And this is a perfect stage. You have 1 color left, you leave nothing on the board. That is the ideal scenario. Obviously, that's not going to happen all the time. I can wait for the bomb here because I know this is green-red. So, yeah. So you kind of want to start paying once you get better. Because when you start, you don't pay attention to any of this, really. When you start, especially when you start doing expert and getting these like higher stages, you just want to clear anything. So the objective is to just find 5 in a row that you can clear, get the diamond, clear the diamond. This is like Castle Strategy 101, particularly for expert mode, but even in normal too. Castle Strategy 101 is just get a diamond, clear the diamond, give yourself some room. Cool, now I have time to actually process what's happening on the screen.
Cool.
So once you do that, then you can start thinking about all this cool higher level stuff. But you can't do any of that until you get the basics and you learn how to use the controls. I'm actually unique within the community where there are 2 different control schemes, and I actually use Type 2 instead of Type 1, which is great because the tutorial actually changes as well with Type 2 versus Type 1 when you're learning. So for me, picking up a single monster is Y, picking up a column is B, and then when you kick, that can be either the L and R buttons or A. The crazy thing, so this is on Nintendo too, and the wild thing about Nintendo is, like, you only get 2 buttons. And I genuinely don't know how you play this game with 2 buttons, because I'm spoiled, because I use the X button to go to the top of the column. And like, I just looked over at the other side of the screen. What? Okay. So I need to get a chain, or a diamond, is what I need. So the diamond will take all those bombs, turn them into monsters, and then I am cleared out for a little bit. So there are moments where you just have to screen watch, as we like to call it in the puzzling community. The community I'm a part of, which plays all these crazy kinds of games, is called the League of Puzzle Speedrunners. If you've ever heard of Puzzle General, that's what we used to be called. We just rebranded last year, I think. So we have a Discord. So if you like Woods or Tetris Attack, Pokemon Puzzle League, Panel to Pawn, like Kirby's Avalanche, like any type of game like this, feel free to hit up the Discord, and we will be happy to welcome you and play. There's a Pokemon Puzzle League tournament that's happening right now that I believe is going on concurrently with this. So that's what they're doing over there right now. I'm repping the community over at these parts. Do I want to...
Cool.
Sorry, sometimes I just stop talking because I genuinely just have to think of what I want to do, because there are so many options to do that I just have to think about what the best option is in the moment.
It's
And that's
perfectly okay.
And that's
There's
why
a lot going on.
I know there is a lot going on, and that's why I love. Okay, I'm gonna do some swag here.
Cool.
I love it. So when you climb these columns, climbing these columns and doing that juggling is actually really slow unless you can get something out of it. Typically, the faster way you want to do it is pick up a column and go to the top of the stack. The only reason I'm doing that now as an example is because he's trapped. So there's no way I am going to lose this round. So, like, the really, really good players, shout outs to Mani and PD Boo, both retired, but both incredible. If you look at the speedrun.com leaderboard and you want to watch, like, if you just watch a Mani run, Jesus, like, he could de-rust right now after not having played for like almost a year and then just beat my PB. Like, that's how good he is. It's disgusting and it's amazing. And yeah, he's so good. I would love for him to come out of retirement, but he's not going to, but that's okay. But yeah, it's like, this game has such a high skill ceiling, which is why I adore it to bits. Because, like I said, there's, like, color optimization you can do, and there's, like, going to the top of columns instead of running up the column you can do to make it faster. Or there's just so much. Round game is great to watch as well. I can't do round game because it's really boring. I get to, like, so, like, the round game category is 1 to 99, and I get to, like, 60 or 65 stages, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with this. I can't. This is too slow. That's also why I'm I have a harder time running normal mode, also because it's too slow. But these are all fantastic things you should do if you ever want to play this game. And look at that, we are at the second to last... What? Bomb color? What? We on... Okay, I can wait. Yellow sign, green, red. Cool. There's just such a good feeling with predicting these bombs too. Like, my goodness. Yeah. And this is the unfortunate thing here. So I've got to clear that once the third yellow bomb comes down before I get to monster mode. All right, I can talk all day about this game, as you can see clearly. Any questions, comments? Yeah. You have anything?
What do the stars in the center mean?
Ah, yeah, duh. That's a really obvious one, isn't it? So all of these stages are best of 5, and that's just how you keep track of the best of 5. So,
okay.
So once you get to 3 stars lit up, you win. Once the opponent gets up to 3 stars, they win. And the cool thing about this game is every character has a dialogue. And if they end up winning, they actually have a different dialogue than the initial text that you read at the beginning of a round. Obviously, because it's a speedrun, you don't get to see as much of the text, but they have a different text if they beat you, and you have to restart. So there's... It's not... Yeah, so it's... Okay. Okay. Puzzle games can be annoying, but it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Everything is... Accidental clears are... Yes, so a lot of puzzle speedrunning is about anger management.
I could totally see that.
Understandable.
So I am one of the calmer members of the community. There are a lot of members who we call it salt. We have our own salt emote for our mainstream. Yeah, because it's very easy to get salty in this, especially as you can see, the stages are getting higher, the bombs are getting faster, the timers are getting faster, and they just don't have anything sometimes, man. And it's just like, why are you even existing on this level? And then I opt into the hilarious thing is I opt into this category on purpose with these shenanigans. Like, I could play normal mode and not get scared out of my mind every single round, but no, this is my category. This is my speed category. This is the love of my life, metaphorically speaking. It's just... Oh. Shoutouts to Lady Arcaders for letting me on your stream and playing this.
Hey,
Yes,
we
thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to see people who are very passionate about the games they play, and that's kind of what we're all about. Letting awesome women show off games that they really, really love, you know?
Yes. Shoutouts. Thank you. Okay. Wow. We're at Wario already. Time flies. Also, my cat... Okay. Okay. Hold on. I need to focus on this. So this is a pattern where I actually needed to see the first color bomb to know what bombs were coming, so that way I could give myself room. There are very particular patterns like this. And look at how many monsters Wario has over there, if you haven't noticed. And I literally
Wario's cheating.
Yes.
He has to be.
Yes, Wario cheats in this mode. There's just no doubt about it. Wario's a cheater in this mode. And you can't get around it. And he can't even deny it either. Like, I want to see him try to deny it, right? Because he cheats. And there's just... Yeah. But we're fine. We're good. If I can... I wanted to get another... Let's see. So if I can get another 2 more 4 combos, I should be fine. There you go. Or 1. So we are getting to the end of the run. League of Puzzle Speedrunners, twitch.tv/puzzlespeedrun. I did lose a couple of times, and that's okay. It happens. No, I need this over here because pink is not going to come for a while. I don't think. Nah. Yeah, these are just random things I mumble to myself because... Oh, no. Oh no.
And I don't want to distract you too much, but
Yeah,
I know
sure.
you said earlier that movement was a big issue because you have to climb up to the top if you're going to grab things. Are you trying to keep everything level at this point in the game?
At this point, yeah, it's as much as you can keep things level. I guess I kind of do it subconsciously, but yeah, if you can keep things level, that certainly helps. Especially when you get trapped to the top of the screen and you need diagonals. You need to have the opportunity to be able to execute those diagonals. And by keeping things level, it makes it a lot easier. Also, when you're stuck toward the top of the screen, another thing you can do is you can purposefully block out bombs or monsters. So this is where it gets like super heady, because there have been times where if you know the beginning of your bomb seed for the first 5 or 6 bombs, and you know you need a certain bomb, then you block out the bomb that's coming next to get to the next bomb in order to clear things better. That might not have made sense. But yeah, it's... Oh, we only got one of the fun patterns. The fun, scary patterns. Unless I lose, which I hope I don't. So at least you saw one of the scary patterns, which is the one where you literally have one row at the top. There are scarier patterns that happen, but... Hey, at least I got to show off one of them. But yeah, hopefully I win. And time is whenever Wario either gets crushed or I finish off all my monsters. But yeah, thanks Critique for chilling with me. Thanks Crime for hosting. And I've pretty much said all my shoutouts, so we can get relatively moving once this all finishes up. Like I said, I will be donating $20. I think I had 2 losses. I made this rule with myself that if I only had like 2 or 3 losses, I donate an extra 5 for each loss. So I think I've only lost twice, and that's time. So I will throw down 30, or I'm going to throw down $30. I do not know how well this run went. What is my time?
It's looking like a 44:55.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense with a couple of losses. No, that's still a very solid time. I actually had a run where I completely lost twice to somebody, and it still was a 47. So 50 is just a safe estimate. But yeah, no, that's a solid run. And I had a good time. Hopefully you had a good time watching. Please continue to donate. I will be donating $30 for my 2 losses plus my 20 base. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and letting me show my speed game. I really appreciate it. And then, okay, so I know you didn't see Woods in this run, but if you go to easy mode in the very first opponent, there is a Wario's Woods. So you didn't see Woods, but there is a Woods that you go through. Just saying. But yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for showing off Wario's Woods and being a total puzzle pro. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Metroid Crime, and you're tuned in to the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase, an all-women's charity event talent showcase running until Sunday, benefiting Rethink Breast Cancer. Please make sure to tune in during the weekend. We still have quite a bit of showcases to go today. I just want to do a little bit of a talk about Lady Arcaders in general. So, we are an all-women's gaming collective. We run weekly showcases as part of a series called Attract Mode, Thursdays at 9 p.m. and occasionally Sundays at 2 p.m. If you're a woman in gaming and you would like to be on our channel and maybe have some of your clips up on that video player over there, please go visit ladyarcaders.com and submit an Attract Mode application. We'd love to showcase you and the games you love. In addition to that, this is our very first charity showcase event, and it's been going amazing. We have blown past our goals. We are now looking at a goal of $1,500, which I think we can totally hit that. What do you say, chat? I think we can. I am on host for about one more short showcase right after this for WarioWare Get It Together by Firesplitter. So just stay tuned for that, and we will be with you soonish.